Hey guys, what if here, and welcome back to NASCAR Heat Evolution for race 15 at 36. We're going to Michigan today. Last race was at Pocono, and it was very interesting because there was a late race yellow, and it got interesting. It got very interesting. So we're going into Michigan today. We did put in the next upgrade into the team, which was the inspection equipment, which gives us more grip. And now we're going to be like 4 million away from the next part. So it's going to be quite some time before we get that. But we're going into Michigan with being the points leader by 25 points or some guy in second. And I gave it some thought. I'm gonna experiment here for the next couple of races and see how it plays out. When I go to career race settings, I have it on hard, 7% race length. I'm gonna put the tire and fuel at ×2 and all flags on. So we're gonna see if that makes the racing more interesting or what. I mean, tire wear doesn't really play a factor that much in the game, but it should provide a potential more cautions. So maybe that would be interesting to see that element, because that really hasn't happened at all in this career mode, hardly ever, except for 4 times. I forgot. One was at Atlanta in season 1, then Michigan, and then season 2 was at Phoenix and Pocono. So it's only happened 4 times. So we'll see. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive into the race, do qualifying, and see where we start. Off of turn 4, we damn near flat-footed it all around the racetrack. We're going to come across the line, and we'll get 17th. That's honestly not too bad. Brad Keselowski starts on the pole, Ryan Blaney 5th. I saw Eric Almirola in 8th. So, interesting top 10 it looked like. So, let's get into the racing and, see what we can do here. Here we are, the race is about to begin. Get ready, and green flags out. We're underway here at Michigan. We're starting on the inside line, and it's going to be for 14 laps. How was the fuel? Okay, it's going to be at 21 laps the estimated for this. So definitely it's cut in half compared to the normal 42, I would presume. So we're just going to try to be on the inside line here early on and just hope for the best. I mean, I don't know if Brad's going to be a roadblock or what. So I don't know if he'll slow everybody up. I don't know. You never know with this game. But I don't know. I do think we should have decent pace, like top 10 pace wise, but this is a powerhouse track, so we'll see. I'm trying to be very careful and not run in the back of Kurt Busch or anyone here. Getting by Austin Dillon here. Gonna try to get by Kurt Busch on the inside. We're gonna use Hamlin's draft. I think Brad's still leading, but Almirola, who started 8th, was already dropping back to 15th essentially after now I got by him. And now we're in P14. I think that's Edwards going for the lead with Jimmy Johnson, I think, in second. It's hard to tell. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. This car does seem to have a pretty okay pace. Maybe it just wasn't good in qualifying or something. I don't know, but this is looking pretty good. Again, with the tire wear being ×2, I don't know how major it'll play into the race, or if the AIs will do anything wonky or crazy. I don't really know. I mean, we're good on fuel. We're like 7 laps to the good, so I mean, I really don't have to worry about that too much. But I don't know. It's something to, I guess, consider. So I wanted to try it out because these last couple of races have been way too easy and stuff, so I'm trying to spice it up and hope for the best. And I don't know, but we'll see how it plays out. It's just hard to really implement the tire wear when it doesn't really exist in the game, like pace wise. You don't drop it all. Like even on old NASCAR games like NASCAR Thunder, you lose like 1.5 seconds to about a second when you're on like really worn tires. So I don't know. We're in P12 now. We just hit the bumper of Austin Dillon. Chase Elliott. I'm thinking of another rookie. Well, he's not really a rookie anymore. But we lose a lot of ground from that. The car just stalled out once I hit the back of him. And it looks like Jimmy and Edwards are just duking it up out there for the lead. Slid up the track a little bit, but nothing too bad. But yeah, I think this car definitely has top 10 capability easily. Just how well we're doing right now. If we just play our cards right and be freaking perfect, we can maybe win this race. I don't know. We're not really gaining a whole lot. So, ooh, got really close to Casey Kane and Ryan Blaney there. We're going to try to go up on the outside here and get Harvick's draft. Or Kyle Busch's. Okay, thank you, Ryan Blaney, giving me room, letting me draft with Kyle Busch. There, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We got 10 laps left to go. Been an interesting first 5 laps so far. And we're slowly getting up through the field. It's pretty good. I'm just surprised. Car has decent pace again. Could go for like our, I don't even know how many wins we have in a row. Jeez, I can't remember. So, I mean, we're just on a tear. We're going to try the outside lane here and see if that works. We do have Brad's draft. We slid up the track. I almost collided with Kyle Busch. That's probably why I jolted up a little bit, but didn't really work all that much. Didn't lose ground, but just didn't gain anything on him. So it's kind of neutral. We're going to go down below the apron here, try to get an opening, but it doesn't really work. Jimmie Johnson goes for, obviously he's in the race lead as you see, but I must have not noticed it because it just recently happened. Brad's going to lose like more spots and he's going to drop down to 6th as Kyle Busch and Dale Jr. pass him. And now Kyle and Jr. are right up ahead of me trying to battle for 3rd, but I'm right there with them. I'm actually not losing ground on the leader, so I think I have a shot to win this race. If I just get through turn 3 and 4 just right, we get to Junior and try to get to Kyle Busch here on the inside. Will we have straight line speed? No, we don't. We don't have. Oh, maybe not. I mean, we really weren't in the draft with anyone there, but yeah. So we're about halfway through the race now. Junior's still right behind me, trying to stay in 3rd, try not to clip the freaking white line and spin out. We just need to get by Kyle Busch. It's starting to get a little bit harder to pass these guys, I've been noticing, or at least right now I've been noticing. So there's that. I don't know really what to do. I mean, I want to get down low just like that. Kyle gives me the bottom here. He slid up the track. We're going to sneak it down low into 3rd and maybe get to 2nd after a really good run off of 4. We might be able to clear him here, or at least get side by side with him. Get a little whiff of Jimmy's draft and a yellow. A yellow comes out and that changes everything. And Edwards is pitting. The guy in 2nd place. What a moron. Kenseth is pitting as well. Who was it in the back? Okay, Dylan's pitting. And, okay, we got Michael Annette. And I guess Chase Elliott wrecked. That sucks. I think I saw him up in the top 10, so yeah, let's don't pit. We're going to be starting P2 on the outside here. We're going to have less than maybe 5 laps to go, I think. I don't know. So it's going to be a pretty interesting thing here. We get another restart here. We're going to probably have an abysmal start. Maybe. If I can pitch it down low. Oh, God, made contact with Jimmy. I can't get down low. I tried. Can I get down low here? No, I can't. Oh, God. Okay, maybe. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, you know what? You know what? Brad, just go. I don't care. I tried. It didn't work. Let's just, just maintain whatever finish we can get. Okay, I still can't get to the freaking bottom. Okay, let's just try the outside line here. Just go full throttle and see if it works. Oh, my God, it works somewhat. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that worked. Now we're in P4. We're going to try to get to 3rd place. We're going to have to use Kyle Busch's draft here. I don't think we have the straight line speed. It's just we're not sucking up as much as I would have liked. Now we have 3 laps left to go. Edwards did pit, but he shouldn't really play a factor into this race anymore. So good job, Edwards and his pit crew, for screwing himself out of a good race. So good job on that. Jimmy's continuing to lead with Kyle 2nd. I can't get by Hamlin unless he goes wide into 3 and 4 like Kyle Busch did a few laps ago before the caution came out. I don't know. He's hanging up on the bottom pretty well, but we were actually gaining up on Jimmy a bit as I just ran the back of him. I'm sorry, Hamlin. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting finish up here because Kyle Busch is still right there up with Jimmie Johnson. We got 2 laps left to go. Do I have no front... Okay, I don't have any front bumper damage, but that's good. I need to get by freaking Hamlin here on the outside if I can do it, but the car's pushing up the track. I didn't arc it in there very well at all, but we're sliding up the track. We didn't gain anything there, so that's very unfortunate, but we're still, what, like 0.7 of a second behind them? Oh, man, I just need to get by Hamlin, and Kyle Busch is trying to get to Jimmie Johnson for the race lead. Can I get to Hamlin, though? That's the question. I just need an opening like that, right there. And sneak it under there, get to 3rd. Let's try to get to 2nd and 1st right up ahead of me. They're right there. I got to hit all my corners perfect in this last lap. 1 lap to go here at Michigan. I'm about to dive it into turn 1 and see what the car can do. We really got to arc it in and just hope for the best. This car feels, I mean, it feels good. And we're in 3rd place right now. We're going to try to get to Kyle Busch here on the back straightaway. Kyle's going to go down low, block me inadvertently. What do I do? What do I do? I don't have the, I don't know. I'm going to try it on the outside here. And we're going to go into 3 and 4 for the final time. I think I gained a little bit on Kyle Busch there. We're going to get a good run off of 4. Hamlin, oh my God, Jimmy Johnson blocks Kyle Busch. Now we're side by side with Kyle for 2nd, but it's not going to be enough. Jimmy wins, and I get 3rd, barely. Oh man, almost got 2nd. Even messing up turn 4 like that, I still got a decent run. Honestly, I think that was the best route to go, taking the high lane there, because I went into 3 and 4 and arced it. I would have had nowhere to go and ran in the back of Kyle. So I think that was the best way to do it. I thought I screwed myself there, but I mean, it didn't matter anyways. I got 3rd, but very interesting race the entire time. There was something going on, which is much better than the past couple races. So I guess the ×2 wear made it interesting. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays in the future, but very, very strong race by us. If we had more time, we definitely had a car to maybe win, but definitely a 3rd place car, so I'm happy with that. Jimmy wins, Brad 7th, Junior 8th. Who else? Eric Almirola, who was up there. Edwards, who started probably 40th, I just saw gotten 25th, so he gained a lot at the end. But Eric Almirola, who started up in the top 10, gets 20th, and I think I saw Ryan Blaney, who was up in the top 5, got like 15th or 18th, so a lot of people losing pace and stuff, so very interesting race, kind of like Texas. Our winnings again should be pretty good considering we got all of our sponsor objectives, so it should be another solid earnings, maybe 700K. I don't know. I mean, whew, man, I'm out of breath. That was really interesting. I guess the 2 times where is going to really be interesting throughout the rest of the season. We get 659,000, another decent amount, not as much, but we didn't win, so can't really factor that in all too much. Point standings, I still should be the points leader by 31 points over Joey Logano, and Edwards, who had a not so good race, gets 5th, so drops down to 5th. So yeah, Jimmy now has 2 wins, so he's tied with Brad and freaking Edwards for 2nd most. Of course, Edwards gets a tough break, of course, because his crew chief decided to make him pit. Next race will be at Sonoma, so we'll be a road course. If anybody doesn't remember, it's season 1. I did win at Sonoma, so that's interesting. Great news, new companies impressed with your driving and wants to offer you a sponsorship. What will it be? 100K per race. You know what? Because I fucking love Cheez-Its, even though I don't eat Cheez-Its that often, I do like Cheez-Its when I do eat them. And because it looks so awesome, I'm going to keep the Cheez-Its car. We're going to screw all the other sponsors and re-sign with Cheez-Its. We're keeping that. We're accepting it. And we'll go from there. Because that paint scheme, I actually don't mind it. It's pretty simple, but I like it. Teams, not a whole lot to go to because we're still about millions away. Standings, here's how the points look from 11th to 20th. Here's the chase standings here, who's locked in already. I'm actually wrong. It's going to be Jimmy, Edwards, Brad, and Truex tied with 2 wins. So, yeah. So, next race will be at Sonoma. We'll see how that race plays out. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the new tire wear thing I just thrown in there. I guess we can kind of pretend or role play and pretend that Brian France is realizing the greatness that Urza is and implemented wear on the tires that wears the tires ×2. So that's where it comes from. That's what my fantasy world would be like. Anyways, thank you for watching. Like I always say, I do appreciate the love, feedback, and support all you guys. Give me in the comment section below, and as well as liking the video because it helps me out a lot in the long run. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next race at Sonoma, and as always, have a good day, everyone.